Well, it's Thursday, so that means we are in the kitchen with Chef Tom from Kroger, cooking up some Cajun spiciness.
Yeah, doing a little bit of Chipotle Crusted pork tenderloin.
Smells amazing, by the way. The whole studio smells so good.
The spice blend is brown sugar, chipotle pepper powder, onion powder, and garlic powder. And then I rubbed it into the pork tenderloin and let it sit in the refrigerator for about 25-30 minutes.
Okay, now if you let it sit overnight, does that make it deeper, or is 25 really all you need?
With the small cut of beef, small cut of meat like the tenderloin of the pork, it'd probably be a little too much. It might get too spicy, especially using the chipotle. We're going to accompany that with a roasted red pepper jelly. I took some roasted red peppers and pureed them, and then I mixed it with some sugar, some white wine vinegar, and a little bit of red chili flakes, and some shear gel, which is a product you use to make jelly.
Okay.
And I boiled that, and it'll thicken up, and you just drizzle that on at the end. And our produce guys had some celery root, and I'd never used it, and I thought I'd give that a try. So we're going to mash some celery root with some potatoes.
Now, is that like a healthy alternative, like cauliflower and potatoes?
Yes, it would be. Except, I've ruined it by using heavy cream and whole butter. So
we won't even, let's just block that out of our minds.
Okay, so I'm going to take, I've got a hot pan going on over here, a grill pan. I'm going to spray it with a little pan spray. And then I'm just going to sear the pork tenderloins. Naturally in the not so cold weather, you could do this outside all the way through on a grill. But I'm just going to put some marks on it, and then I'm going to put it into a preheated 350-degree oven.
All right.
So while that's browning up, I'm going to take my old-fashioned potato masher right here, put a little salt and pepper in with the celery root and the potatoes. I wish I'd saved the celery root to show you what it looks like. It's you have to peel it with a knife. You can't use a vegetable peeler because it's got a real thick rind on it.
Well, I believe we've got a picture of it on our Facebook page, so head over there and give us a like.
Yeah, I asked Bruce if he could find one.
Okay.
So we're going to mash this up.
Now, celery root, for those who are looking for it at Kroger, it's not the bottom base of a celery stalk.
No,
this is something different.
It's part of the celery, actually, but it's the root part. It's the part that's underground. So it looks similar to a potato, but really lumpy.
Okay, and you just find this in the produce section?
Yeah. They had it there for a couple of weeks, and I said, I think I'm just going to try it.
All right.
So, and of course, Logan and Kent, our produce guys, and Reggie were like all for it. Yeah, anything you can do to help us sell this. so go by and see Reggie and Kent and Logan over at the produce department at the Brambleton Avenue Kroger. So we got that going. Got the nice grill marks on that side right there. So put a little more there.
And I believe they just showed a picture of the celery root on there.
Yeah, it's not a pretty creature, that's for sure.
That's all right.
So I got this nice and mashed up, and to hold it for service, I'm going to put it over top of a pot over here that's got a little bit of water simmering in it.
Ooh, that's smart.
Just to keep it warm. And that is a oven-proof bowl right there, so you don't have to worry about it cracking up.
All right, so you sear it on just two sides or all sides?
Yeah, all sides, And then I'm going to put it on the sheet pan, and it's going to go into a preheated 350-degree oven about 20 minutes.
About 20 minutes?
You want the internal temperature to be between 145 and 150, and then when you let it rest, it's going to move on up into the 160-degree range, and it's going to be a nice medium well. It's not going to have any pink in the middle, but it's still going to be nice and juicy. Now,
is pork one of those that you have to cook all the way through?
That's debatable. According to the National Restaurant Association, it kind of sets the standards for food safety and temperatures and things like that, you can cook pork to 145 degrees. When we were children growing up, everybody said you had to cook pork well done, and part of it had to do with how they fed the animals and how they raised them. But they supposedly, and I tend to believe them, they've changed the way that they produce the food for the hogs and stuff like that, and they say it's safe to go to 145. It's a personal thing. I find the texture to be a little funny, but so I tend to take it up to about 150. So.
All right. Well, we look forward to giving it a try in just a few minutes.
Okay.
Chef Tom, always great work. Don't go anywhere. Oh my goodness, I'm coughing.
Yeah.
We seared it.
Well, it's not as smoky as it has been in the past.
That's true. We've done worse. Catch in my throat. We can't wait to try this spicy dish.